Mrs. Booker, can you give us a little insight on the impact that collaboration between a general ed and special ed teacher has in improving and enhancing academic achievement?
Okay, one of the things that I really would like to just focus on just for a moment here is just the motivation that it has, the motivation factor that it has on our students. With working with my co-teacher, one of the things that I found is the better prepared that she is to handle the day, to handle the content, to handle the material that we're getting ready to cover, the better the students feel about both parties being knowledgeable about the content. When there is a good relationship between the co-teacher, the two co-teachers, there's opportunity for more rigorous work to happen because then you feel like there is actually a sharing of the responsibilities. You feel like you can come in here and lean on the other person to say, if Johnny is ready to move past this point, the other co-teacher is ready to push them that far.
Actually working pretty well. We plan together. We run the class together, and like we were just now discussing what we're going to do for the next day together. And if she's not here, I know where to pick up from. So it's working pretty well. I mean, we do everything together. We share the classroom, we share the students, we share the behavior logs, we share everything together. So it works well.
The things that I would just like to add to about the collaboration between general education and special ed teacher is that you have that much more capacity when it comes to knowledge. A knowledge base. When I'm working with my co-teacher, if I'm not familiar with how to get Taylor to perform on a particular exercise, my co-teacher may have the knowledge base to know how to deal with children that may have certain disabilities, and we're able to keep the learning going. Being able to share every single aspect of the lesson, of the classroom, the grade book, the behavior logs, student learning in the moment is infinite, because in the moment I'm able to not just pull on my knowledge but also pull on my co-teacher's knowledge to move student learning.
The way we like to do co-assessments around here is that we implement learning style inventories in the classrooms to get a better way of understanding of how our kids actually learn and what's the best way for them to learn, whether it be that being visual, whether it be hands-on with our kids, and that's why we are able to implement more project-based type of learning for our kids that are in special education.
Mr. McKay is a former special ed teacher and a current general ed teacher. Can you kind of talk about the relationship that you and your co-teacher currently have, and how the collaboration and the planning piece have helped your students be more successful?
Okay, I first will begin by saying I know it's kind of a stigma attached to when there's a special ed teacher and a general ed teacher in the classroom together, but from my personal experience, I can honestly attest to the fact that it makes it easier as far as planning is concerned when you have a perspective from a special educator who knows how to differentiate, who is specialized in differentiating instruction and things of that nature, combined with the expertise of the general ed teacher who is more familiar with the subject content. It just creates a better win-win situation for all. It actually frees up both teachers to help individual students more, and it just gives everyone more time to be more creative and focused in their classroom with their teacher.
There has to be time to collaborate on the lesson, try to figure out how you're going to reach every student in that classroom. But I think that communication is the key. Without effective communication in there, it's going to be difficult for you guys to present the lesson plan in a way that everybody's going to benefit.